Happy New Year and welcome to 2010 and welcome into Daily Iowan Football Forum. I'm Rob Miller alongside Brendan Stiles, and we were out at Thursday's practice for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets in preparation for the 2010 Orange Bowl. And Brendan, some initial observations. Derek Morgan, he had a good practice and they showed off that option attack that the Iowa defense is going to have to be very careful about.
You know, that was one big observation I made, was just looking at their offense. The fact that this is a team, we keep hearing about the spread option attack that they run. These guys are real big and up close in person, and there's no question Iowa's defense is definitely going to have its hands full when you consider everything that Georgia Tech has to offer.
Well, a couple of good defensive ends on the Iowa side, but a strong option attack led by Josh Nesbitt and Jonathan Dwyer. They looked ready to go today. It'll be interesting to see how Adrian Claiborne and Broderick Binns and Pat Angerer and Jeremiah Hunter stand up to that attack, as well as Tyler Sash coming up from the safety spot. On the defensive side, Derek Morgan, that is not a very highly touted defense for Georgia Tech. However, they do have some playmakers led by defensive end Derek Morgan. He's a top 5 draft pick projected right now. Iowa's offensive line going to have a heck of a time, especially considering all the shuffling of players we saw yesterday.
Yeah, and I just really quickly want to go back to offense, talking to Nesbitt and Dwyer. They talked about how Iowa's defense reminded them a lot of Clemson, which, you know, strikes two things at me. One, Clemson was a team that Georgia Tech played twice. Played them once in the regular season and a second time in the ACC championship game. Two, Georgia Tech got a lot of points on them. I believe they scored 27 in the first game and then 39 the second time around. As far as the defense goes, you talk about Derek Morgan. Yeah, he's an incredible defensive end. Iowa's going to be probably having Kyle Callaway, Riley Reef, if what we saw on Wednesday is accurate. Those would be the guys blocking them. It's going to be interesting to see how they handle that and just handle Georgia Tech's defensive line, because really, to me, it's going to be a battle of wills with running the football.
It's power against speed. Big Ten versus ACC. This is the Daily Iowa Football Forum. I'm Rob Miller. He's Brendan Stiles, signing off from sunny Davie, Florida.